Oh, okay.
What is up, everybody? Today,
Hi.
Oh my God, Will.
I'm sorry.
Today, guys, we will be discussing the Game Awards 2016. Actually, these will be our impressions of the Game Awards. And so we're going to have everyone introduce themselves. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you to all who are watching this. Thank you to all who will watch this. Be sure to follow the panel below. I will leave links to their channels. We will have everyone introduce themselves and we will get in it. This is not going to be a long podcast at all. So we will start with my left, your right, and start with the Will of Gaming. What up, Will?
What up, everybody? This is Will from the Will of Gaming. How are y'all doing today? Did I say y'all? I'm not from the South, so I don't know.
And next we have the old Dirty 33. What up, Dirty?
What's up, people? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dirty, and this pizza is delicious.
Oh my God, you're having pizza?
If it ain't pizza, it's chicken.
Yeah.
If Dre was here, he'd be like, the pizza is lit, y'all. Sorry.
He'd be like,
It's lit, y'all.
All right, so we're going to give our impressions of the Game Awards 2016. I'm going to start off by saying I've tried to watch this 4 times. 2 times I fell asleep. And this last time I tried watching it, I still couldn't get through the whole thing. Like, it wasn't really compelling to me. Mm-hmm. So what are you guys' thoughts on the Game Awards?
Dirty, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. First of all, I tried to watch it yesterday. I think I got a good 5 minutes in.
Not 5 minutes.
With it all, because it's like I really didn't care. I didn't care for who was there. I didn't care for the scenery. I can care less what game won for what. It's just a boring 2-3 hour show. That's just a waste of time. It's not very well put together. It's just,
I feel it has a lot of potential.
It's something missing because it's just boring. All these talking and these jokes that I don't even get. I don't even think they get, but they just giggle. And I'm like, you know what? Like I could be watching The Flash or Supergirl or something than to watch this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't care too much for it. I didn't even watch last year. I tried to watch last year. I cut it off. I probably gave that like 3 minutes. So, nah. It's not for me.
Not for you.
Nah.
Oh my God! Wait, can I have an epic rap moment?
Sure.
Okay, first off, the set was the exact same set as last year. The trophy looked exactly the same thing, and then they were making a big thing about the trophy. My biggest problem that I have with this is that I saw the pre-show, and in the pre-show, they clearly stated exactly how they choose the nominees and how they choose the winner. Mm-hmm. It's a bunch of people from Rooster Teeth that choose everything. And because of this, it is obviously limited to their favorite games. So this is obviously biased, which makes the award show absolutely pointless throughout the whole entire thing because they barely even give out awards. They don't even have people say, oh, people pick up. They don't do that. They just literally are trying to fill in a 2.5 hour slot. That's all they're doing. So they're just talking and saying stuff and allowing people to go on as long as they need to whenever they do accept an award. Please. Okay, first off, I didn't care about any of the nominees. The reason why I watched the Game Awards this year is because Nintendo said that Breath of the Wild was getting not one, but 2 trailers. Mass Effect Andromeda was getting a reveal trailer, and Shovel Knight was getting the Spectre Knight reveal trailer. I was here for the reveal trailers. I wasn't here for anything else. Honestly, I wasn't listening to the whole thing. Okay, so the only things I really remember standing out in terms of winning is that Boogie 29881 won, like the Gamer of the Year or whatever.
The trending gamer or something.
Yeah, the trending gamer. And I was really happy with that, but it's like he was trying to like snatch that microphone from Peter Moore. He was just
he was. He was like, I'm gonna get the mic in a minute. I know where you are.
It's like, don't worry, you're gonna get your mic time. Calm down, don't freak out. And then so he got it, and then so his little speech was really nice. You know, it was very gamer-esque thing. You know, game saved my life. You know, especially
it sounded like his typical,
like his typical regular stuff.
Yeah, that he does on his channel. Yeah.
Yeah, and like when he's not doing the Francis character, when he's just being himself. That's what I felt like. So he was speaking like he was just speaking correct, and I felt like it was well deserved. I think he definitely deserved it, and I think that was really good. The other one was when that Dragon Cancer won, and the guy.
Oh my god! I cried.
I cried, man. I really did. I'm like, oh my god, this is so.
That was very heartfelt. That was
because I saw the whole gameplay of the game. I never played it, but I saw the whole gameplay of the game. And it was just, it's so sad. Like, if you've never seen that Dragon Cancer, it is so, so sad. Because you, like, see this little kid, and this dad is like, the dad created the game. Like, that was the dad of the kid who died in the game. So,
so this child actually died from cancer?
Yeah, his child name was Joel, and he died from cancer.
Oh, that is so sad.
I think at 3-4 years old.
Oh my god, that's even worse.
So he was a baby, and basically in the game you kind of like see that the boy like is playing with like an imagination. The kid doesn't have a face or nothing, and then basically you see the darkness of what's supposed to represent cancer, and the dragon is supposed to be the cancer that's killing the kid, and the kid is fighting the dragon. But the thing is that at the end, like, he's playing and all this other stuff, and then you actually hear actual recordings of them, like conversations that they had about how bad his cancer was, that the dad was getting really depressed and didn't want to go to the hospital to see the kid, and you just see all this stuff. It was a really dark game, and it was really good. Like, from what, like, it's like only like a 2-hour game in total. But it is really good, and I definitely recommend that you guys watch it. In terms of Game of the Year, a lot of people are very upset with Game of the Year. And to be honest, I'm not upset with it, because at the end of the day, look, 2016 had no competition, in my personal opinion. It was pretty much remaster this, remaster this, remaster this, remaster this. Nintendo really had nothing to offer this year. Freaking, like, Xbox had nothing to offer this year. So it was pretty much third parties attacking each other. And that's pretty much what it was. Sony was the only one that was actually, like, putting something out there. You know, so Uncharted was really good. I honestly thought Uncharted was going to get it, but it turns out that Overwatch got it, and I'm not upset, though. I'm not like, I never really played Overwatch like that, so I really can't say that it's personally my game of the year. I understand why it's the game of the year, and I kind of expected it, like, it deserves to get game of the year. It got, like, best action game. It, like, won the most awards this year. And it makes sense why it did, because it's very popular. It has a community. It has a thing. Me, I don't really go to more towards multiplayer games, so it's not really my thing. So, you know, that's just my personal thing. But it did deserve its win. It really did. So I just say, you know what, that's cool. Me personally, it's not my game of the year, but my game of the year, and I think that this whole entire award show is pointless. The only thing that's good about the award show is to recognize the people who worked on the game and that they actually get an award for it, and that I appreciate. But when it comes to the actual awards and the nominees, whatever your favorite game is as a gamer is your game, you know? So your game of the year. So if your game of the year was Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, the year. If your game was Recore, I don't know, Recore, if that was your game of the year, that's your game of the year. I mean, like, everybody may disagree, but at the end of the day, whatever you enjoyed playing the most this year is what your game of the year is. And to be honest, like, the game of the year that I enjoyed most, I can't even tell you. Because, like, really, I would just say Uncharted 4 because that's the one I remember playing. And then there's Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, because this year's been so duh. It's been so blah this year. Like, has anybody else felt that way?
There's been good games.
I mean, there's been good games, but I felt like it's just been, like, blah. It's like, I just didn't see anything, like, that really, like got me. Like, Uncharted was great, don't get me wrong. I loved Uncharted 4, but, like, every other game, I wasn't feeling any other game. I don't know why, though.
You know why you felt like that, Will?
Why?
Why you didn't see anything? Because you don't got a 4K TV. That's why.
Or the VR headset.
That's why we see nothing.
No. There was really nothing to, like, really be excited about. But that Zelda Breath of the Wild trailer was really good. I'm very excited for it. So it confirmed a lot of stuff, like that Link will get the Master Sword, so that's a thing. They pretty much showed, like, the first dungeon or what the dungeon could be. They showed a new enemy. They showed cities and towns, how NPCs react. They showed a lot of things. The thing is that they just showed the Wii versions. They showed the what?
They showed him eating.
Yeah, they showed him eating.
That was actually funny.
It is, and then he gets all excited about it. Like, did you ever see when he cooks? He gets so excited. He, like, when he cooks something, it just starts bouncing, and then he just be standing there. He go like, yes. He's like, yes.
We all get that way when we're eating.
I mean, when the food is ready, yes.
Right.
But I don't know.
Do you think Zelda's going to be playable in the game? Because it did like a girl was standing beside.
It could be possible this time, because basically what Nintendo has said is that originally they said that because people were, like, speculating that you could either be a male or a female character because of how feminine Link looks this time around, and because of that they're thinking, oh, so this is the male version, and then there's going to be a female version.
Always looked feminine.
Yes, but basically what they're saying is that they're trying to appeal to both boys and girls. So since Link is actually a male, but he has feminine features. Well, no, not really, but, like, basically, I think, honestly, they said if we were going to make a person a playable character, it would have to be Zelda if we were to make a female character. So you might actually be right, because the outfit that she was wearing in the first thing, it looked, if it is Zelda, but the outfit that woman was wearing in the first one looked exactly like Link's blue tunic. Exactly. So maybe Zelda is a playable character, and they're just not saying it yet. Like, they're just showing Link right now because people expect Link to be playable. But the twist would be, or the surprise would be, that Zelda's actually playable too. And then I'll be like, oh my god! So you get to play from her perspective, you get to play from his perspective, and it would just be really great. I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very excited for this. And then that, oh god, it's just like everything that about that game, when they show it, it's like, if this doesn't win Game of the Year next year, I'm done. Like, I don't know. It better be good. I just want it to be good. But it's definitely going to be in Game of the Year category. You know this. We know this. It's no surprise. Red Dead Redemption, if it comes out in November, I think that could actually be in the Game of the Year category. Mass Effect Andromeda is going to be in the Game of the Year category of 2017. What else has a potential of being in the Game of the Year 2017? Maybe that Mario game, if that Mario game is good, that for the Switch, that's going to be coming out. That could be a potential thing. Maybe Pokemon Stars, if that's legit. I don't know. Like, I feel like Nintendo is going to win a lot of awards next year. Like Splatoon, if that's actually Splatoon 2, the sequel, that could win Best Multiplayer already. And I don't think they're going to do remasters or remakes. So, like, they're not going to have them categorized. So Mario Kart 8 Switch and Smash Brothers Switch and any other games that are potentially coming out for the Switch that are remastered. 'd, are not going to be in the categories. So, I don't know, but I'm not a fan of the Game Awards. I'm not. I just watch for the trailers, and I don't even need to watch for the trailers. I could just go to sleep and then wake up the next morning, and there's the trailers. And then I just, like, skip the damn show. I'm like, I don't care who's Game of the Year. I don't care who wins this. I don't care who won that award, because at the end of the day, I know what I like to play.
Yeah. So basically, what is the point of the Game Awards? Like you were saying, it's good that they're acknowledging those that have created these games. But if it really don't mean anything, then what's the point of them even having this show?
I don't know what. There really is no point, because you could just give the award to the people. Because you got to understand. Do you know how awkward this show looks? Like, the audience is not even that hype about it. The musical guests are just trash, in my opinion. And then, like, on top of that, it's like the presenters that they have, you know, they're not like, you know, they're trying to make it seem like it's the Oscars or the VMA Awards or something like that. But it's nothing like that. And the thing is like, it feels awkward. Like, whenever whenever you, like, pick up, like anybody from, these are regular people. These are not actors. These are not, like, these are just people that create the game. That's it. So these are socially awkward people. And I know that's, you know what, that sounds controversial, because not all of them are socially awkward. But, you know, if your job is to sit behind a computer and you're making games, you're talking with, like, amongst your peers, because this is your job. But, like, you know, I don't know these people's personal lives, so I can't really say that. But what I'm saying is that, you know, for me, let's say that I was a video game producer. I am a socially awkward person. And if I was in that position, it would just be nerve-wracking and awkward. If I was an actor, I could at least fake cry and be like, I'm just so happy you like me. Oh my God.
Fake cry.
You know, you can fake cry, you know, but, like, you could be like, it's like, I never thought I was going to win this award, though I knew 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so, like, I mean, it's just like, that's the thing. That's my opinion on it. I mean, there's really, I don't know what the reason this is. It's like, if they got rid of this, it's not like it's gonna be like a massive, like, disappointment. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a few people out there that will be disappointed in it being gone, but, you know, for me, it's not that big of a deal. It's just another way to see new game news. That's it. And that's what I appreciate.
Well, we could just watch IGN and Game Explain and all them other people for that.
True. And that's the thing. Is that's another reason why this is not important, because throughout the years, we as gamers are constantly looking up gaming news and all this stuff like that. This show is really not necessary. This award show is not necessary. It is awkward. It is weird. I mean, it's cool to acknowledge everything, and, you know, it's cool to do a show like that, but you don't got to make it like an actual award show where you rent out a theater and there's a stage and things like that. Because it's like, and don't make it 2 hours. There's no need for it to be 2 hours, unless they should just make it a keynote. That's all they should do.
They had a bunch of filler.
Yeah, it's filler. Like, in those performances, I'm like, oh my God, these guys got not one, but 2 songs they're performing? I'm like, no. I'm like, no. And then the funny thing, and I don't even know if it's true, but I forgot the name of the band. It's something called All About the Jewels or something like that. Anyways.
Oh, you mean them guys that was doing all that cussing on stage, and then I looked down.
Yeah, like, they said,
the audience.
I
said, they're doing all there's children in the audience. Like, what are they doing?
Well, this is a gaming community, so that's why it wasn't like a problem to people. But, you know, like, for me, I mean, it's not an issue, but the lyrics that the guys said they weren't even that good. One of the guys says, "Take a bag of dicks and put it on your lips," or something like that. I'm like, what?
What?
That was literally one of the lyrics of the song. I'm like,
wow.
Makes sense.
It makes no sense. I don't
It
understand. And so apparently one worked with Eminem, one worked with Tupac, and one is Parappa the Rapper. I think the DJ was
Which one was Parappa the Rapper? The one that was what?
The DJ, I think the DJ was there. And
it's yeah. I'm like, okay.
It's so awkward. It's like whenever I watch the Game Awards, it's so cringy. It's a cringy show. It makes me like go, oh my god, because like you're constantly like seeing people being awkward. People drop the mic, like the one of the rappers on the first song almost tripped on his microphone stand like 4 times. like seriously, like this is serious. I'm like, these people are really taking this seriously.
Drake told me earlier, he said, I don't know if you got to that part yet, but there was something where somebody was on stage talking about something and somebody yelled out, Harambe! I'm like, stop playing.
Yes.
Like, yeah. I said, that is messed up.
They said what?
They said, Harambe!
Yeah, they yelled out the gorilla's name, the gorilla that got killed at the zoo.
Oh, so what's that supposed to be a diss to black people or something?
No, I don't know why they did it. I didn't even get to that part.
You know, people do that. It's the internet. It's supposed to be the internet humor. That's what it is. People just think that the name Harambe is funny or something, and they just call that a joke. Oh. It's just they're making light of the situation. It's just a joke. It's just the name Harambe is funny to people.
Yeah, but why yell it out though while these people are on
stage? In this country, 16,000 people or 15,000 people voted for Harambe as a write-in for president of the United States.
Stop playing.
Like, I'm telling you, this is a joke that's gone too far.
Man, they want the gorilla, huh?
Yeah, yes. I don't understand. Like,
so Dirty, what do you feel the reasoning behind the Game Awards is?
I mean, I think it's they want to do something and show something for the gamers, but to me, it's just not presented right. It's something wrong with it. I just can't put my finger on it. What's missing?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just off. I can't watch it, even though it's for video games. You get to see trailers and all this. I would rather wait until the show over and just watch the trailers on Game Explain. But, like, I don't want to sit there
just anywhere else.
Yeah, like something is missing. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. But it's just a boring show. And I can't sit through it. I just can't. I
haven't been able to either.
Yeah,
it's just it's not interesting.
Both of y'all together done put in enough hours for me. And like I said, I tried yesterday. I put in 5 minutes and I cut it off. Like, it's not funny. None of that. They didn't dude up there crying, or he about to cry because he know Kiro Kojima and all. You're my friend.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was kissing his ass so bad. He's like, Kojima is the best. Kojima is the greatest, and it's so sad. I would have gave him the trophy myself.
That is so funny. I would drive to Vegas and bring it to you. I'm like, okay.
I'm like, okay.
And then you got Kojima standing up there, and his English is not up to par. It's broken. I love you. I'm like, what, you love him? I'm like, man, look, I'm done. Cut it off. I'm like, come on, man. This is about games. Y'all talking about y'all love each other and all this, man. Just accept the award. Say you got a new trailer coming. The trailer didn't even make sense. I'm like, what?
Why is there no gameplay? Like, show some damn gameplay, not a CGI movie. God.
Yeah, but this trailer, it was a bit weird. Like, what?
It didn't make sense, and people was
I
just
said,
yelling and
Kojima's
screaming.
a dark man. He is dark. Like, I don't even
Like when the game when the trailer went on, people like, yeah. I'm like, what y'all yeah for? Y'all don't even understand it. It was
People are
crazy.
just being
You did
hyped
not
because they're
understand.
being hyped. They're just being hyped just to be hyped. That's all. That's all. That's all it is. It was not. It was nothing like. It was nothing like. Whatchamacallit. They were just being hyped just to be hyped. That's all it was. Because look, could you imagine if you were like invited to the Game Awards show, and then like this is an exciting night, and you're like front row center and stuff. Like me, I didn't give a crap about what's going on. I'm screaming the whole entire show because I'm there and I'm happy and I'm in.
Well, you would be the one I'd be cussing out, sitting at home watching. I'm like, well, they shut the hell up. Listen.
I said I'm gonna make the most of my 15 minutes of fame. I remember one person during the Sony press conference. It was one of the press conferences, and they were the only person who was saying it. They were the only person saying something like, "Yeah."
Yeah, they did that today on the PlayStation Experience. I was pissed. I was like, if you don't shut the hell up.
Oh my god.
All right, well, if no one has anything else to add, I guess that'll be it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's really nothing to talk about.
We pretty much covered it all, I guess.
Oh wait, I guess one more question we can mention.
I feel there's potential. There are some things that need to be tweaked and changed, and you need more. You need more judges other than folks on the internet. They need more people, more, maybe get the fans involved or something and have an internet thing and have folks vote that way, so even if you do, I don't know, 2 different panels or something, I don't know, but I think that they need a variety of judges. Not just handpicked here and here and here. They need a variety of folks to get in on the voting. And then maybe people will feel more involved.
Yeah, and then you know what else that they could do to fill up the other minutes? Like have like a Mortal Kombat 10 match or Street Fighter or whatever's a popular game in multiplayer community, and have celebrities play against each other just to see how good they are, Or do a joke match, like a tournament winner against a celebrity, and just see the celebrity get destroyed. Or remember that whole Lupe Fiasco thing, and then he actually beat Diago or whatever his name is from Street Fighter, the champion of Street Fighter. He actually beat him, but that turned out that it was actually fake, and that he threw the match for some money.
Stop playing.
Yes, he trying to make Lupe Fiasco look like he was actually really good at Street Fighter, and but oh my god,
that's probably why they don't do that.
no. But the thing is that at the end of the day, though, it's exciting to see a celebrity play a game. I remember when Nintendo did the tournament thing, and when Nintendo did the World Championships that one year, and then they had the celebrities, even though that there were celebrities we never heard of. They were literally the bottom of the barrel scraping from shows we never heard of, but it's apparently they're gamers. Robin Williams' daughter, Zelda Williams, was up there.
That's cool, though.
And and that was stuff like that. And then you get to see the geeky side of celebrities. So that could be a cool thing that they can implement in the future.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Or actually show the developers playing their own games and stuff like that. That's something.
Basically, the behind the scenes of the game.
Yeah, show more behind the scenes, what it took to make this game. If let's say that we as fans choose a game, and then we have a nominee by June. Okay, we have all the nominations. This is definitely impossible. But by October, we have all the nominees. Okay. Then they make videos of behind the scenes just in case if their game wins. And then they show the behind the scenes of what it took to make that game, how many days it made, what the issues were, what were the problems, what were the original ideas, the concept art, things like that. And that would have been better because we would have learned about the games that we liked that year, and it would be by the fans, So, that's just me. Get some background, people actually talking, because they're going to be comfortable, because it's easier talking in front of a camera than it is being in front of a stage of a bunch of people. And you know, you're not really used to that because you're not like a celebrity, you're just kind of a person behind the scenes. You know, it's kind of scary. It's like, basically, you know what this felt like? It felt like giving the Oscars to the people behind the scenes of movies. Ooh, best grip boy! Woo!
Best grip boy.
Like best, like, I don't know, best, like.
That's funny.
Like, I'm talking about like best grip boy, or best, what is it? Like best script writer. Well, no, like those are actual categories, but like I'm talking about the best person who gave the donut, the fastest donut person. I don't know. Just something. The best camera thing. Like, that's what it feels like sometimes. It feels like an award show, like, for like, oh look, the best camera angle.
Like, they just making up stuff, basically.
Well, no, I mean, what they have there is actually legitimate. It's legitimate. But the thing is that they're not focusing. They call it the Video Game Awards, but they're not focusing on the awards aspect of the show. They're focusing on the performance, and they're focusing on the trailers. They're not focusing on, like, they show, like, maybe 5 people winning. Because, like, the only time, that whole entire award show, I think only maybe, like, 8 awards went out. And that's 2 hours.
Wow. So
that's a problem. So why call it the award show? Just call it the publisher, or call it, like, the video game appreciation show. Something. Make it a tournament. That's what they should do. Like, make it a tournament. Like, the epic game of the year, this is like the final thing. Like, just switch it for a tournament thing. And then just in the middle of it, just like announce awards and stuff. Say, oh look, best award goes to Overwatch. You know. I don't know. I'm not a creative person when it comes to award shows, so I can't do this.
I just like the fact that you know, behind the scenes, I have a couple of games that have, like, behind the scenes already on a disc, and I like go straight to them to see, like, you know, the like how they came up with the game, what they changed in the game as they was in while the game was in progress, and the enemy types and all. I mean, to me, that's interesting, and I like looking at those behind the scenes, and I wish they would put them on more of the game disc, because I mean, we got 50 gigs of data, which, you know, most games, you know, 99.7% don't use the full 50 gigs. So put the behind the scenes on there. Like, I like watching stuff like that. I'm pretty sure other gamers too like seeing.
I do that with the DVDs.
Yeah, I do it with the Blu-rays all the time. If it's a Blu-ray movie I buy, I'm watching behind the scenes. I'm watching how they did the special effects and all that stuff.
It's interesting to see.
It is, and it makes you appreciate even more. Like, when they delay something, you know, they don't want to delay it, but they don't want to give you a crappy game, but then you still give me a crappy game anyway. # No Man's Sky. Anyways.
I do not want to see a behind the scenes on that, because it's going to show 2 dudes just sitting at the computer just talking. They ain't even working on the game. They just talking.
They created a random generator. That's all they did. It said, right. Look, we created this bush. We're just going to put it in 17 kabillion planets. In random places, and then we're just going to make it random. That's it. This game is just a random generated game. That's all it was.
That's messed up.
With some physics thrown in it. That's about it. But it's just this year has just been disappointing all around in terms of, like, everything. Just,
you know, like, what? I agree with you very much, and I've been, you know, telling a lot of people in different podcasts. I said this generation has to be the worst in gaming history. It's even worse than the crash of video games in the early 80s.
Mm-hmm. This
generation sucks. You have 3 consoles from Microsoft and Sony sitting on the shelves, and it's like nobody is saying anything. But people are acting, that people will be like, oh, well, nobody knows what a Wii U is. You got the Wii U up there. You have the black one and the white one. People get confused. But you got 3 PS4 and Xbox Ones about to sit on the shelves. 3 different versions. Nobody's saying anything. Nobody is saying, why is they pushing 4K on us? Nobody is saying, why majority of these games are not performing well on the PlayStation Pro.
I'm telling you, the next step is where they're going to have an all-digital console.
I feel like video games is headed for another crash very soon. Because I feel like people are just making games just for the sake of making it, and then none of the games are complete anyway. And like, look, do you know how many games that we have to have a day one patch for?
Mm-hmm.
Like every single time I put on a game, I was so mad I couldn't play Final Fantasy 15 the first day because something happened because it was a digital version I got. Something happened, and then I had to delete the game and re-download 50 gigabytes.
Wow.
And then you know what's even more stupid is that I get a physical copy of a game and I still got to install it on my hard drive. Mm-hmm. Like, it's so stupid. Like, there's so many things about this generation.
That's why I still have my PS3.
No, but the thing is that there's so many things this generation that I just don't understand. And I understand that, with technology things change and maybe, they'll fix it by next time. I don't know.
Streamline the process along the way. Don't just change stuff and make it more difficult for us.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, like, giving us consoles with the 500 gigabyte hard drive. It should be a standard 2 terabyte or more, considering. Considering.
Exactly. And then they give us a terabyte. Like, that's a lot now. I'm like, that's nothing. That was a lot when it first came out, but now it's not a lot. And then the thing is just, I don't know, man.
What's crazy is like you said, these games be having day one patch. Like, I put in, I think it was Gears of War 4 when I got it. And I put it in to install. I was about to walk away, and it popped up and said, you need an additional 13.40 gigs. I'm like, 13 gigs? I'm like, why this shit ain't on the disc? Why do I need an additional 13 gigs to play online? Like, this don't make any sense at all. And I hope, God, I hope that the Switch does well.
I do too.
Same here.
I hope it does so well that it makes Microsoft and Sony go back to the drawing board. Be like, you know what? Maybe we need to use cartridge because this Blu-ray thing ain't working for games. It's just not. It's not working for games. Either they putting in the most cheapest Blu-ray they can find drive in these systems, because we should be able to play the games with technology. We should be able to play exactly straight off the disc, like we did last generation.
Mm-hmm.
We should not have to download anything to any hard drive.
That patches.
Right.
But the thing is that we didn't even... Okay, here's another thing that I have an issue with in this generation. Because, okay, that they delay games that still need day one patches. Okay, so the game's not finished. So you're telling me when the game releases, it's still not finished, that you got to fix it. And then these patches break something else because your game is so big. And another thing that I don't like about these games either, and this is just a common complaint, is that they're releasing too many in a little small frame window. They'll keep us in drought the whole entire year. And then they'll literally release it in like key points. And then on top of that, the games are like so incredibly long for no reason. And what I mean is like, okay, I want, back when I was little, I always wanted games to be longer than what they were. Yes, but I wanted it to be long for the right reasons, not for the wrong reasons. These are long for the wrong reasons. Like when you play Watch Dogs or when you play something, the game is long because you're forced to do side quests now. You're forced to do some side quests now. And the thing is that it's like, oh, and then the side quests are what? The same exact thing, just in different locations of the map of the game. This is my problem. And you know what? A lot of people
Watch Dogs 2 is fun though. Watch Dogs 2 is fun.
I haven't had a chance to play it, but
it's amazing.
But I haven't had a chance to play, so I'm talking about Watch Dogs 1.
I know.
But like, okay, there's a lot of games that have come out that you're doing too much of the same thing. It's a chore now. And I've noticed that. Like, it's been so hard for me to catch up on my games because, one, games have been too long for the wrong reasons. And I'm like, okay, now I kind of wish that I had, like, PlayStation 3 length back because it's like, these games are too long. Like, I could imagine a working person who's working like you guys work. I don't work, but you guys work. And you guys have jobs. So I can only imagine that it's even harder for you guys to even complete games now because they have too much of do this, and then you progress to the story. It would probably take like an average working person like 4 times longer to complete a game than it would a person who has all the time in the world.
Metal Gear 5. That game started to piss me off. It's like you got to do side missions after side missions to get back to the story, and the side missions are the same fucking side missions you just did 2 side missions ago, just in a different location. And then when you get to the main story, it seems like it's a damn side mission. I'm like, come on, can I please finish this fucking game so I can get to something else? Like, I love Metal Gear. I love Metal Gear 1 from the PS1. 2, Metal Gear 3, 4. This one, I'm like, Konami just really messed up on this. It's like, it seemed like I was playing like episodes or something. It was just, it had some good moments, don't get me wrong, but oh my God, I could not wait to actually beat that game. And you know, there's still missions that I still haven't like played, even though I beat the game, got the story, the ending, everything. There was still more missions. I refuse to go back and play them because you're doing the same thing over and over. Clear this camp out, clear this base out. I'm like, really? Like, come on, give me something else to do. Drive a
I understand completely. I completely understand. There's no variety. That's the thing. And this generation is like literally the most, like, I feel like we've reached to a point where that because they don't want the game to get delayed any more than it already is, that they put in some throwaway missions in the mix of what could potentially be a great game. There hasn't really necessarily have been a great game. I think Uncharted 4 is probably one of the only games that I've played this generation that felt like there wasn't a lot, that there was a core story, a core message. Because the thing is that because there's so many side missions, like since there's so many open worlds this generation, you know, your focus is so taken off the main story that by the time you get back to the main story, you already forgot what happened. So you're like, I don't even care about the story no more. And it's like, I'm begging for the game to finish. I'm begging for the game to finish. That is sad. And the thing is, like, I'm like, please just end already. Like, end. Like, Paper Mario, Color Splash, I played that. I was begging for it to end. I'm like, why am I playing this? Why am I torturing myself with this? But because money was spent on this, I feel like I have to. You know, and then, you know, so it's like there's so many games, and then there's so many backlogs, so many remasters. Like, oh my God, they remastered Darksiders. And you know what? Look, I got Darksiders, yes, but I got it for free money because I got money for free from PlayStation. But Darksiders got a remaster. Why? Like, why? It was free for PlayStation Plus. The company that made it is closed. Why did it get a remaster? Why did all these other games get remasters? Why? For what reason? And you want to know what the reason is? To literally quench the drought because these games are taking too long. These games are too ambitious. And you know what? I want more doable things. And why are they announcing games 6 years ahead of time? That just makes people mad when you say delay, delay, delay. Why not wait until you're like 4 years in, until you actually have something really good and you feel really positive about the end outcome of it, that this is going to be done by this time, then you freaking announce it at that E3 trailer. I mean, like at that E3 that year. Why do that? I understand that we went way off topic because this is about to be the Game Awards, but there's just a lot of issues, and I just wasn't hyped for the Game Awards this year. I was more hyped last year than I was this year. And though last year didn't really have nothing really to give except for that Satoru Iwata, thing, the tribute to him, that was good. But people were expecting Nintendo to show me a new trailer, show us what the NX is, like they're, So, I don't know. At the end of the day, this whole entire year has felt like just a coma year. Just a coma year. Like we're just sitting here waiting. And though there were some good games that came out this year, I'm not saying there were no bad games, but come on. Ratchet and Clank was a remake, okay? It was a reboot from the ground up. And then that was trying to sell a movie that didn't do well. So that wasn't great. It was a great game. It was a great game. But it's a game I played already. And beautiful graphics, yes, but it's a game I played already. Uncharted 4, Overwatch, these were different things. Battleborn was a disappointment to a lot of people. No Man's Sky was a disappointment to a lot of people. Final Fantasy 15 is starting to become a disappointment to some people. It's just been a disappointing year. And this was supposed to be an exciting year because Final Fantasy 15 has been in development for 10 years. Last Guardian has been in development for 10 years. And nothing is really even being said about The Last Guardian either. Gravity Rush is actually coming out on Tuesday. Does anybody know that? No. and this is this. And you know what? Like it's sad. And then Sony is trying to sell us VR, PlayStation Pro. Like, why are you selling me something you should have gave me day one? This should have been the next gen console that you sold me. Not what you sold me like freaking in 2013. What you sold this year should have been what you should have sold us. The 1 terabyte hard drive, 4K support, 60 frames per second on all games. That's what we should have gotten. Same thing with Xbox. And then why would you even throw in a slim model? For what reason? And then on top of that, not even giving us gamers the option to have like a massive discount if we were there since day one to get this new one, and instead you just tell a GameStop to give us $125 for a PS4?
You know why they did that? Microsoft and Sony did that because I could throw Nintendo in there. They know that the mass majority of gamers want the newest tech. This generation, I was telling Dave had enough a couple of days ago. I said this generation sucks because nobody plays games. They look at graphics. This whole fucking generation, nobody plays games. They just look at the graphics. When the game come out, they happy. 3 days later, they talking about the next trailer they seen that looks awesome in 4K. That's it. Nobody is playing these games. Final Fantasy is being talked about now. Guarantee you next week, nobody's saying nothing about it.
Nope.
It's on to the next game. Look how beautiful it is. Look how the light bounce off the leaves in the forest. That's all they talk about. Nobody's talking about the experience they had with the game, what characters, they liked in the game. You know what I'm saying? None, like I could talk about The Last of Us of, how that game made me feel when I first played it. The characters, that was in the game that I didn't care for, the characters that I did care for. Like, none of these games do that anymore. You just play it and just look at the pretty graphics. Ooh, shit, look at his shadow behind him on the ground. Like, I don't care about that. Just give me a good game with a good story. That's all I want.
Exactly. And we don't get that no more. We don't. Like, there has not been one story that has literally grabbed me at all this generation that I could recall that I actually, really care. Like, even, Uncharted 4, though that's technically the final Uncharted, supposedly, until they realize, oh, well, we need a game to give us money again, so we're going to bring back Uncharted again. But, I'm very, very, very disappointed. I'm just disappointed in this generation. I mean, I hope the Switch literally, and I put this, and pun is included, switches things up. And, it has the potential to do it. Like, Nintendo is actually evolving as a company in terms, like, they've announced their Universal Studios partnership. They've announced that they're doing TV shows and animes. They announced that they're doing a bunch of things. And to be honest, I'm very excited with what Nintendo has to do. Nintendo has been biding their time because I think that they're waiting till 2017 to just explode. But, I'm like, you know what? If the PlayStation 4 came out this year, let's say, okay, this would have been a great generation if the PlayStation 4 Pro was the launch console, came out this year, we all got it, and then we had all these games to look forward to, like Yooka-Laylee. Final Fantasy 15 would have been a freaking launch title. We would have had all this stuff. All this stuff would have already been made. And it would have been game after game after game after game after game after game after game. We would have had Witcher, the complete edition, all this stuff like that. And it would have been released this year if we just waited. See, this is the thing that they say, don't ever buy a console at launch. But, so I learned my lesson. But when it comes to Nintendo, I can't help it. So I'm going to get the Switch day one if I can. Because how Nintendo sucks.
I'm going to get the Switch day one. But I'm more pissed off is because I had my PlayStation 4 and Xbox One a little bit over a year when the S Slim came out, and now, the Pro. And I'm like, wow, I literally had these over a year, and now they have upgraded. Like, I should have just waited longer. You know what I'm saying? I should have just waited a whole nother year and got these. I'm like, that sucks. Like, you're giving me something better. But since I have the old one, I'll just still go out and spend another $400. But also, since you don't have the TV, won't you spend a couple of $100 more? Oh, by the way, if you want the VR, which I'm sure you're going to love, there's another $500. Like, really? Like, I don't even think that VR should be $500. I'm sorry.
No.
I played it.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's a nice experience. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice experience when you try it the first time. But once I finished and took the headset off, I'm like, it was nice to experience the virtual reality the way it was. It was cool looking. $500? Nah. I couldn't see myself going to spend $500 and then 2017 it wound up like the Kinect, just collecting dust.
Yep.
And that's exactly what they saying is happening. The PlayStation VR headset is not selling like they predicted it was.
Nope, because I still see plenty in store shelves. I could get one right now if I really wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can just walk into any store. You can go to the gas station and get one. Like, that's how many. And that's why I did not want to spend $500. I'm like, I'm not going to do it because how the Kinect was. The Kinect was cool for that moment, and then it just died down, and now it's died off. And I don't want to spend $500, and then next year, 2017, you come telling me, oh, we done slashed the price in half. Wait a minute, I done spent $500, and now it's for $300? Like, no. And then by the end of 2017, it's probably be like at $150. I would be upset.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said I get it when it's like $199, $150. I pick it up with some of the good games that was developed for it, and call it a day. I can wait about 2 years to hit that price.
And maybe by then they'll actually have some games. I just feel, look, when it comes to Sony and it comes to them releasing things, what my biggest fear is what happened to the Vita. I really wanted the Vita.
I still like the Vita.
And you know what? The Vita is still a great system still to this day, but the problem is that there's no support except for indie support. It's like gone. Like Sony gave up. The issue with their console was that they had to make those stupid proprietary memory cards. If they went the SD route, could you imagine how much popular the Vita would have been if they had the SD route?
Yep. And look how popular the PSP was. And the PSP was an awesome handheld. But Sony didn't want people to do what they started to do with the PSP, which is to hack it, homebrew, play other type of, games on it. Like I had mine, like I was playing PS1 games on, like I brought I had like a 8 gig memory card. I had like PS1 games on there I was playing, PS2 games. I had Atari, I had the NES, I had the Genesis. Like, if I wanted to play them old games, I could on my PSP. And I think that's why they did that. Because they didn't want nobody to hack it to play nothing else.
Well, they still got the money, so, I mean...
Yeah, true, but you know how Sony is.
Yeah. I mean, I understand not getting your games hacked and stuff. I get that and stuff, but... You have to make you have to like sell those cards at least the same price as an SD card. Why are you selling $100 for a freaking 32 gigabyte card?
Exactly.
Like that makes no 32 gigabytes. That couldn't even fit all the games I had for it.
Well, now you could get a 64 for $100.
That's stupid still.
It is.
That is so dumb. Like it's just, I don't think Sony's going back to handhelds. They just said, look, that's Nintendo's game and cell phone games. Let's just leave it to them. And then they said, we'll just be the pioneers of VR. That ain't going to happen, Sony. VR is not going to catch up. It's not. There's not one game that you could keep on there because people cannot sit with the helmet on their head for 5 to 8 hours unless if you're that hardcore.
Yeah. Like when I played the VR headset at Best Buy, it felt comfortable. It wasn't heavy. It was lightweight. But still, to be immersed in that world, I believe some people will get, lightheaded.
Vertigo. They'll get vertigo.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, you're looking at something that's like 3D in your face. Because people complain about the 3DS, like, oh, it hurt my eyes. I was having a headache. What you think it's going to do? Like, what you think the VR headset going to do? It's going to do the same.
Y'all still live?
It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Oh my God.
Anyway.
Anti-ways.
All right, so I guess that's it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, unless y'all have anything y'all want to add in reference to the Video Game Awards of 2020.
Nope. I have not.
What the hell, Dre? You coming here all lazy?
I'm surprised y'all was still going. But I was like, y'all still going? What the hell?
All right, Dre, don't say what you want to say.
Okay, so first of all, let me just say this to everybody that was bitching, whining, moaning, and complaining because the fact that Overwatch won Game of the Year, shut the hell up. Okay, no, because like I was on Twitter after the Video Game Awards, and like everybody and their mama was all up in their feelings. They were like, "Oh my God, how did a multiplayer only game win Video Game of the Year? Oh my God, DLC won. What the fuck? Oh my God, I'm so upset. I'm all up in my feelings. Change my diaper. Give me my pacifier." Because there wasn't nothing but a bunch of babies up on Twitter. I'm like, first of all, 2016 did not have no popping games whatsoever. Okay, this year was not lit. Okay, it was sad as hell. It was bad, and I saw it, and I'm just like, okay. I knew Overwatch was gonna take everything. The minute I saw what was it? Overwatch in like 4 different categories. I said, Watch is gonna take every category it's in, and showing up, what did it do, William?
It took every category it was in.
And then tell me, how did Pokemon Go win 2 freaking awards? Tell me how did Pokemon...
Because it was the most popular mobile game. It won one for the best mobile game.
You know it said that the only thing we have to show for 2016 is Pokemon Go and Overwatch. I said, this is such a stare. Now, I like Overwatch and I play Pokemon Go. Don't get me wrong. I love them. But I said, wow, this is really what we got to show for games. And then tell me how in the world did Dishonored 2 beat Uncharted for Best Action Adventure Game? Please explain that one to me.
I don't know. And I don't know. I didn't play Dishonored 2, so I can't be the judge of that.
I was like, the game that was never on my radar and ever gonna be on my radar decided to basically win Best Action Game over Uncharted 4, which was lit, okay? Because I'm sorry, but Uncharted 4, I'm like, I feel like that was a robbed category, but it did win Best Narrative, so I'm happy about that, I guess. I mean, Best Narrative, but I'm like, who plays the game for the narrative anyway? I'm like, okay. And then what was it? Then Then the one guy, he done had me almost cry. What was it? The guy that did the cancer game? What was
that Dragon Cancer, yeah.
Dragon Cancer, because he was talking about doing the story of his son and all this, that, and the third. And I'm like, oh, that's sad. Like, he almost made me cry. And then please explain to me why did this one motherfucker from Blizzard decide to shout at Harambe?
What part of the award show happened?
No. So what was it? It was when Blizzard was winning was winning something. Okay, they won. I think it was either when they won Best Creative Direction or something. I don't remember. Okay, but they decided to sit here and shout out motherfucking Harambe.
Wait, was it because at that particular point they showed like that gorilla character in Overwatch?
Yeah, and they were talking.
Harambe!
And the running joke about Winston is that Winston is Harambe. And I'm like, okay, look, okay, and I'm just going to be honest. If there's anything that needs to die in 2016 coming up, okay, can we please let Harambe die? Leave it in 2016, because if I have to hear about this goddamn gorilla one more damn time this year, I'm gonna go the fuck off. If in 2017 I hear the word Harambe, no, I'm tired of Harambe, okay? So when he said that, I was just over him. I said, we want nobody to take the Video Game Awards seriously because, we're gonna sit here and shout out Harambe. I'm like, for real, motherfucker, really? Like, please be serious or try to be. I know we're having fun here, but damn, let that joke die. It died after the whole election fiasco. Shush, seriously. And then these music choices. Okay, wow. What the hell was them two burnt crisp looking motherfuckers looking like boys, distant cousins up on their door? I don't know what that was, because that wasn't rap and that wasn't hip hop. Okay, that was scrap hop, diss hop, sad hop. I don't know. No, time hop, because it needs to jump out. Oh, okay, because it was. I don't know what that was. That was sad and disgusting, and I was like, don't ever do that again, y'all, okay? Y'all couldn't at least basically get some decent music or something. Y'all couldn't get put together a $2 band. Always, well, then again, they were $2. Sorry. Sorry, that was on the budget, because I'm sorry, but they had me just saying budget with this shit. Here's musical selections. I was like, damn, and y'all couldn't even basically book, I don't know, Sierra's butt for a gig. I mean, she would do something for $2. God only knows, because a baby daddy taking her to court. So I'm just like, come on, man. The bills are tied over there. I'm like, come on now. Like, y'all couldn't get Azalea Banks, somebody? I don't know. Like, come on now. Y'all couldn't get Fitty. Fitty needs it. He going through legal trouble, too.
Man.
No, but like I said, no.
Something is
Y'all
wrong. Right?
No, but I mean,
the truth, he ain't lying.
it was sad. I mean, look, okay. I'm sorry, it was sad between Pokemon Go and Overwatch winning everything. Then freaking what was it? The bad music choice selections. Okay, one dude shouting out Harambe. The only decent thing, the two decent things of the night was that one guy's speech, which I said, okay, you can tell he was dedicated to what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
That tribute they did for Kojima, that was nice too. That was cute for what it was. I mean, you know, I thought I saw Kojima try to tear up for a second. He tried, where, you know, when they were trying to make us feel something. I said, okay, this is cute. Talking about, oh, well, I'm so happy that I can finally give him the award. You know, talking about he was going to climb over mountains and go through the seas and basically storm the highest weather. Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley deep enough to get him. Was it to get him from basically not giving the man the award? And I said, well, Brandon, y'all couldn't just say that to him or what?
I know. He was like, I couldn't find the address of where his new
I'm confused now. You couldn't just call somebody or I don't know, look it up on the internet. I mean, hey, you can practically find anybody nowadays. Yeah. Shoot. I guess he didn't have that T-Mobile. Well, no, he probably did have T-Mobile. He's like, where you at? We can't find you. Oh, so I don't know. I don't know. But overall, though, like I said, this VGA was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. And they should be ashamed of themselves for what that hot mess was. Because I don't know what they need to do, but they need to do something to step it up because that was just pathetic this year. Like, I mean, and no one was even excited. Like, no one. Like last year, I remember so many more people were actually interested in it, even though they were still mad about all the categories, and I felt like there was at least some variety, but there was no variety this year. It just sucked. And then hell, I'm sorry, I still don't understand how the Dishonored win. I'm like, I'm still confused by that. I'm like, what?
And it just came out. That's what doesn't.
I was like, Dishonored too. I'm like, well, no, they did do a Dishonored. Y'all Dishonored they're freaking Uncharted by sitting there not giving it the best. That's freaking. I'm sorry, that game was lit this year, okay? And I will forever say that game was robbed of an actual award over freaking Dishonored. I'm like, child bad. Like I said, but it won best narrative though, because God only knows you play a game for the narrative, kids. Mm-hmm.
All right. Anybody want to add anything on top of what Dre said?
No, he pretty much said everything.
I came up in here and I shut the show down, y'all. Did we talk to women? No, women. We're not talking about the PlayStation experience, are we?
No, we're talking about that tomorrow.
Okay, because because I got
tomorrow, Greg.
Yes, come back tomorrow, people, because I got some stuff to say about the PlayStation experience.
About the PlayStation experience.
The experience, not the experience, the experience.
Yeah.
I'm trying to advertise for your channel, Lynn, and let me advertise. So I'm not
advertising yourself.
So I'm not picking you up. Thank you. Whoever called me, thank you for hanging up, because I'm not picking up the phone right now. Thank you. Anywho. Haven't you ever just had someone call you and you was just like, I'm not picking you up right now?
Yes.
Okay, whoever is calling.
I'm not that popular.
Uh-huh.
I'm not that popular.
Okay, but don't want to. I know my friend is not calling me right now. You are not calling.
All right, so we are going to go ahead and end the podcast here.
Let's come back tomorrow for the PlayStation Experience podcast. It's going to be lit. We're going to have more people, hopefully.
Hopefully.
We're going to have more people.
See. If not, we still going to be okay.
Because you know what? I got some stuff to say. Because I got some stuff to say. So stay tuned for tomorrow.
Okay.
It's gonna be lit, y'all.
All right, so Dre, go on, let people know where they can find you.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Will.
What?
Dre's doing his outro.
Oh, okay. Dre, advertise yourself.
First of all, I want to apologize for being ungodly late.
I guess.
No. This faster late than this ungodly late. I was ungodly late. Anyway, still, like I said, I apologize for being ungodly late, but I will be here tomorrow. Basically, to talk about the the PS experience, about how it was called. Still, anyway, you can find me at UAC91. Was it on Twitter? Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, everywhere spelled the same way on the internet. And Lynn will have my links down below. And we out in 1,000.
Next we have Old Dirty 33.
Oh, dirty!
We gonna be all right. All right, people, what's going on? It's your boy Dirty. Yeah, I didn't like the show. Won't watch it again.
It was bougie as fuck.
I can care less what won Game of the Year. It's no skin off my back. I ain't getting no money off of it. So
It's lit, y'all.
That it?
Yep.
Well, dang.
It's like, what got down?
Stopped in the middle of the sentence. I'm like, did he get cut off? What happened?
No, I said stop crying.
Oh, I didn't get that part.
Change your pampers.
And next we have Will from the Will of Gaming.
I am advertising myself. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Will from The Will of Gaming. If you guys are interested, check me out on either Will of Gaming at YouTube or check me out on Twitch. So if you guys want to just Will of Gaming, all one word, each letter in the beginning of every word capitalized, TWOG capitalized. T-WOG.
And I'm quieter on Twitch, so don't worry.
I hope so. Shit.
Damn.
He be eating some more stuff on Twitch, you know. Like, Dre, mute your damn mic, you won't be eating.
No, he don't have me on Twitch no more. Well, he just stepped by me. So I can read the chat moderating. That's why I sound quiet, because I'm in the chat moderating. Will said I ain't having your black ass on no more.
There you go, Will.
Right?
Oh my God.
What they say, shoot, he kicked my ass to the left, as Beyonce would say. Big shit. Me and my Doritos.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, right. Go ahead, Will.
Oh, okay. Lynn! Advertise yourself.
Dirty, you stupid.
What?
When you said Lynn, he said,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I picked up on that. All right, people. Thank you to everyone who came through and watched us live. Be sure to follow the panel here below. I will leave links to their YouTube channels as well as Will's Twitch channel below. And yeah, be sure to follow these guys. They all have great content on their channel. Although Dre need to put more content on his channel, but we ain't gonna go there. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here today, for partaking in this video. Yeah. That was not good this year. I'm sorry. I still haven't been able to watch the whole place. I mean, the whole. Yeah, I couldn't. I still.
I told you it was shit. Did I not tell you it was shit on Fox? It was shit.
Yeah, I know. I tried, but anyway. Thank you all for watching. And while you're here, if you are not currently subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button below for more videos coming in the near future. This is Lynn, aka iPod One Reviewer. Until next time, guys, take care, be safe, love one another, and we are out.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Why am I waving?